Louisiana Beer Reviews Old Capital IPA. This is produced by the Natchez Brewing Company, founded about 4 years ago. They use West Coast and Southern Hemisphere hops. Aside from that, I don't know what they use. They don't talk about the malts. They say it's 6% alcohol, and on the website they don't give the IBUs, but on the bottle right here, 70 international bitterness units. Okay. I bought this at Martin Wine Cellar in Metairie, Louisiana. Cloudy Rich apricot-colored IPA, screams tropical fruit. Well, we're going to see. Hints of pineapple and mango. I'm going to go get some mangoes. All right. Just a black cap. Sort of a simple label. Not a bad looking label, but kind of Victorian age type label. Look at all that condensation smoke. It's hot. Later part of September 2017, and it's in the 90s in the afternoon. It's summertime. And it's humid. Look at all that smoke. Look at all that smoke. Whoa. That was a racing whitehead. Direct sunlight there, here right at 8 a.m. daylight time. It's more yellow than gold with the sun shining through it. Hazy. I see some lazy bubbles. Yeah, it's still like a lighter gold with the sun shining at it. You know, it looks kind of like Ranger IPA. It smells like Ranger. I tasted the foam. It smells and tastes like Ranger IPA. Now, I always complained about New Belgium. I like New Belgium products, but their IPAs I complained about because, like somebody described, and I was complaining I couldn't get the word. He said those fleshy hops. I said, right. Let's hope this doesn't have that. Because even the updated Voodoo Ranger and all that stuff, I didn't like it. I mean, it was good, high quality, but I didn't like it. And other people just rave about it. Oh, it's so good. But I just couldn't get around that fleshy hop thing. Yeah, it's sort of like that. Pungent, fruity like they're saying. Alright. Maybe some white bread crust too. It's like sweet white bread crust, citrus, hop bitterness, 70. Okay, I think that bitterness will start kicking in. That does it. A lot of times you might notice with these India Pale Ales that there's a delayed reaction. At first you taste it, that's not too bitter, but as you drink on it and think on it, you start saying, that's pretty bitter. But I still find that the New Belgiums, they're like almost right off the bat, you're like, or I should say, I'm like that. Oh, the carbonation is so high here. It's prickly. I mean, this thing is going to be giving me a lot of belching. There is a strange underlying chalkiness, though. I complained about that with the Avery Tangerine Quad, a tangerine flavored quadruple. 10.1% alcohol. A lot of good flavors. Great aroma. Rich, sweet, all those things. And the orange or the tangerine peel. I guess that's a type of orange. And we're going on. And they were bragging on it. They were saying world class. The two drinking partners. Well, no, they were saying A+, which is nearly world class. But I was giving it A- because it had this strange, to me, chalky mouth coat, like tongue coating. I couldn't get away. I couldn't stop noticing that chalkiness. And you'll get that on high gravity lagers, but usually they're the cheap Eastern European high gravity lagers like Super Brew 15, which is like sort of like the personification of that characteristic, that bad characteristic, which I could not finish that huge bottle of that 15% ghastly monstrosity, atrocity, horror. But there's other ones, like from Prague, the Boom. And they have that chalky thing. And this has that on the tongue. And you could say, your counterpoint could be, but that's just you. Your palate is messed up some kind of way because other people aren't getting that. Okay, maybe so, but I drank a bunch of beers since the Avery. Didn't get any chalkiness. Nope. In fact, the Avery was the first that day. And then we did the 10 Fitty, 10 Fighty. To me, Fitty would have 2 D's, but Fighty, you know. But barrel age, no chalkiness. Did the double cream stout from Bell's, no chalkiness. And then a whole bunch of like macro lagers, no chalkiness. So no, I don't agree with that. I don't think it's just me. It's just something in the beer. Medium mouthfeel, mostly dry finish. In some ways, this has characteristics, and this is not, in my booklet, a good characteristic, of session IPA. The body here, and I say medium, but it's more like low to medium. And I know it's 6%, not 4.5%, but the body seems to be thin relative to the hop action. And that's the complaint I have about all these session IPAs. It's just the body's too thin. And I said it was like drinking hop water. Or like, say, take a Busch Light and it just like hop the deuce out of it, you know? Hop the fool out of it. Hop the Fuddrucker out of it, you know what I mean? Okay, so wow, it's so hoppy. Oh, I can't believe it. But it's still thin. I don't know about this. It was only like $1.69 or something for the single. Maybe it was $1.49. And you see the foam doesn't even seem quite right. And I do the straight in pour, and once a week I'll get somebody complaining about that. From all over the world. Don't know how to pour it right, mate. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't usually get a response. There's a lot of sludge at the bottom. Not a lot, but there's some. Yeah. I don't think the IEUs are real high on this. You know, the International Enjoyment Units. I don't think it would be $7.99 for a 6-pack. But I don't think the IEUs are as high as like Killian's Irish Red Lager. You say, oh, that's a lager. I know that. It's still a beer. But I think, I'm just thinking of, off the top of my head, some comparison, points of comparison. I just think I would enjoy that more. I think it has higher IEUs. Amberbach, Michelob Amberbach would have higher IEUs. So, I mean, this has some little characters, and it's interesting in some respects. But, see what I mean? But, and this will be controversial, I guess. I thought that Abita Giacomo had better overall presentation than this. People say, Giacomo, not this again. That's why they got rid of it. Abita got rid of it. It was too traditional. It was too English style. I don't know, but I loved it. Yeah, I gave it an A, but. think Goose Island. They said don't. Please, viewers are saying don't even go there. I know I could have. I won't bring it up. Forget that. I was gonna say I think Goose Island IPA is way better than this, but I don't want to bring that up because people will just get so irritated, you know. So forget that. Forget that I was even going to mention it, and I caught myself before I did bring up the fact that I thought Goose Island IPA was better than this. So whew, dodged the bullet on that. Almost fell into a trap. Okay, but anyway, on its own merits, I mean, it's all right. Like, all right. It's, you say, now I always bring up these counterpoints because I'm thinking of what people will say when they make comments. Now somebody might say, yeah, but you said Bush was all right. Bush beer, you know, that dull, watery, macro lager that I would give maybe a B- to, you know, these days. That's true, I did say that. Yeah, this is kind of on par with that. It's kind of like marginally good. I know I said Red's Apple Ale was marginally good, a B-. Yeah, it's kind of like in that range. It's like, you could argue that it's good. I wouldn't get too excited about this. I hate to say that because, you know, you got these small companies, they trying hard, you know, it's hard to brew beer. But that's not to be more hard-hearted about it. It's really not my problem, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not running the brewery. I have no interest in any brewery. You know, I mean, I'm interested in them in the sense that I like to research them. But I have no interest as far as financial or friendship or anything with breweries. So, hey, I'm going to call it like I see it. I'm not out here to trumpet these people. So, like I said, it's not my problem. Like some people say, you always bragging, you'll brag on macro beer. I mean, I'll brag on them if I think they're good, but still, it's not my problem. I don't care what happens to Millicores. That's their issue. That's not my issue. I'm drinking. I'm a consumer. I just make videos. I happen to make videos of what I'm drinking. I'd be saying all this anyway, right? I would be saying the same thing if I wasn't drinking it on camera, okay? So it's okay. I'm going to give it a B-. It's marginally good. You know, if you want to pay $1, this is the first video review for this beer in the world, by the way. If you want to pay $1.69 for a single of marginally good beer, you go ahead and do it. I mean, I did it because I had never tried it. I mean, so, laissez-aller, bon temps relais, let the good times roll, but I would let them roll with Michelob Amberbach, which to me is much better. Yeah, adjunct. Uses adjunct. Still a lot better. I mean, I know, different style. I understand that. I'm aware of the style thing. Ale, lager. I mean, that's definitely within my conceptuality. But they're all beer, and anyway, y'all come on down to Southeastern Louisiana.